Got some damage on the screen due to some animals on the outside patio. These are the holes right here. Let me show y'all how to change out this screen. It's very, very simple. It has these little, pieces of spline that goes inside here, which keeps it nice and tight. So I've already removed this piece already. So now I'm removing this piece halfway because it doesn't need to come all the way out, since it is also connecting this up here. This is good because this is a separate screen, so I don't have to replace the whole screen, just this piece right here. As you can see, it's going to be very easy. I'm just pulling the spline out. It's very strong, so you don't have to worry about ripping it or nothing like that. I mean, don't go yanking it out, but So this is this piece. And I'm going to be pulling out the rest of it, and I'll be right back. The last piece of spline. These are kind of hard to get out when you first start them. I know these are for lip squirt, but these always work good because the slim fit nose. I just go in here and grab it like so. And pull it out a little bit, then I can use the rest. Use my hand for the rest. Like that. Now, the screen is out. So what I like to do is lay it on the ground, put the old screen over it, and cut it like an inch or two longer and wider. And I'll show you why I do that in a minute. Okay, so I got the new screen already setting up against it. What I like to do is I like to find a point and keep it even. I'm going to be using this right here. So I'm going to make sure this lined up with that. And down here, you have plenty of excess. We're going to be cutting off everything below that and everything above that. So you want to have at least a little excess. So what you do is, with this type of spline, it's flat. You would use, so like this is a spline roller. Find these at Home Depot. This package screen that I got, it already came with it. So with this wider type spline, I would use the wider edge. See how this one's wider than this one? And also has like a little indentation, like contour in the middle. So I've already got it started. So what you want to do is make sure the bottom half is in there and the top is sticking out. So you just get your spline roller like so, and you can just easily just push it in just like that. I mean, it don't get no easier than that. Then after you get it in, you want to go back and do the top again to make sure it's fully seated. So now when you're doing this, you want to be real careful to not let this spline roll away because you're going to have to apply pressure. You want to make sure that you do not let it slip and go down in there because you will put a hole through this. This again, because it's string, it's very thin, it's durable, but it's thin. So you're going to have to just make sure that you have a steady hand. And like I said, it's very simple. Grab it at the top, and you see how easy it's going in. It's super easy. And then once you go back, you have to do it again and make sure that it's fully seated in there. So I'm going to get this spline rolled in here, and I'll be right top rolled in. So what you're going to want to do is when you get doing the sides, you're going to make sure that you keep this nice and tight while you're rolling. I don't have my tripod with me today, so I can't just set my camera up. And you will need both hands to do this. So you don't want it to be loose. Or you don't want that kind of play in there. You feel me? Like, you see how these are nice and tight? You want these to be tight just like that. So while you're putting it in there, you're going to have to keep this pulled up to to your left a little bit. Just to keep this nice and tight. So I'm going to go ahead and roll that in, and I got my phone sitting up. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just keeping this nice and tight right here. Keeping this pulled away. And when you press it in, the spline is going to already tighten it. So if you already got it tight already, then the spline is going to do the rest of the job. And don't worry if you get your screen in there and it's not tight as you want to. All you got to do is just pull the spline back out and redo it. This is a very, very simple job. Anybody can do it. No need to pay somebody to do it. But if you want to pay me, I would definitely come do it. I'm just keeping my spline tight, keeping my screen tight. I'm taking it all the way down. So you see how that's tight right there? That's tight. All I got to do now is tuck in the bottom, run a piece of spline across here, and I'll be done. All I have to do after that is come back and cut out the excess. Now I'm rolling in the bottom spline. Like I told y'all, this is very, 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 very easy. Now, since I'm at the bottom, I don't have to worry about keeping my spline tight. I got all three other sides tight already, so there's no need to worry about that. I'm just putting my spline roller in here. I'm holding my spline out as a guide, and I'm just letting the spline roller do its thing. And just like that, I'm done. Screen is nice and tight. Can't even tell it was damaged. This is a damaged screen right here. Several holes. Now, I'm going to take my straight edge razor, and I'm going to run it down the seams, just like that. As you can see, I'm staying away from the spline, and I'm just cutting it out. It's going to get all that excess screen off there.
And here we are with the finished result. Can't even tell it was damaged. Everything is in there, nice and tight. Spline looks good. Oh, here's a little piece of, so when you're cutting it, sometimes it likes to come out a little bit. All you gotta do is get your spline roller and roll it back in there. No problem. Everything looks cut perfectly. Can't even tell it was damaged. And it's nice and tight. Stay tuned for more tips.